Hi guys, welcome to Essentially Elevated. My name is Laura and today I'm going to talk to you about some fun facts about essential oils. So essential oils are aromatic compounds that come from plants which have, for the most part, the same healing and protective properties of the plant. Right? These include, but are not limited to, anti-inflammatory properties, antibacterial, antiseptic, antispasmodic, mood-boosting properties, immune support, etc. They can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. But back to the science of it, they are also made up of two components, compounds, which are called primary metabolites and secondary metabolites. These are to ensure the plant's survival altogether. So the primary metabolites are usually in charge of assisting the plant with growth and development. And some of these include starch and cellulose. Whereas the secondary metabolites are more preoccupied with maintaining the defense skills that the plant needs to defend itself within its environment. Those are a little more aggressive. So those are a little more like a little army that defends the plant. So the secondary metabolites also give the plants its distinct color and some of the properties that we find in essential oils, which, like I said, usually have to do with ensuring the plant's survival. So how does that manifest in the expression of what these metabolites are supposed to do for the plant? Well, you either repel pests and mosquitoes or predators, or you attract pollinators so you are able to reproduce. So they're like I said, they're the defense skills of the plant. And thank God we don't have honey essential oil, because we would be a very attractive two-legged thing to bees, wouldn't we? Now, among these secondary metabolites are what we call alkaloids and essential oils. An alkaloid is any class of naturally occurring organic nitrogen-containing base. Some of these are morphine and codeine, which comes from poppy seeds, and then we have caffeine and nicotine and quinine, which we can find in tonic water. These are like the plant's subtle poisons to either attract pollinators or defend themselves against predators. You know, this is why some of the essential oils have that insect repellent kind of component. Now, where the alkaloids defend the plant against threats on the outside, well, the essential oils kind of do the same thing by sending out this scent that either attracts pollinators or repels predators or anything that's trying to consume it. And these scents are so powerful that they can actually produce neurotoxic effects, mostly in insects. Don't freak out. So in addition, essential oils also have these protective qualities which are not as hostile to the outside environment. Some of these include, for example, helping the plant seal its wounds, because it's kind of like this nectary kind of agave-like liquid that protects, puts a protective shield over the plant's like wounds or breakages or whatever you want to call it. It also helps it seal in water so that it stays hydrated, again because it produces this protective layer. It also helps to give extra energy when it doesn't have enough carbon dioxide. And last but not least, it kind of works like the perspiration and the transpiration of the plant, because it travels up and down the leaves and then it just evaporates in the environment. So that's how it helps kind of like the plant to stay cool. Now here's another fun fact. Dr. Don Gary Young was one of the first American doctors to study the use of essential oils in degenerative diseases. And he actually found that it had amazing benefits. Why? Because I want you to imagine that the essential oil is kind of like the blood of the plants. Like we already said that it produces this protective barrier. But did you also know that essential oils have one of the highest levels of oxygenated molecules of any other substance? What does that mean? It means that they oxygenate the body on a cellular level. And we all know that all core of disease starts in the cells, so that's why it's so powerful. That's why there's that ozone therapy where you just like ingest liquid oxygen, because ultimately the key, what's behind all of these detoxes and everything is to oxygenate the cells to help them clear out the toxins. So, imagine that you're having like an individual booster for every cell that contains very, very powerful amounts of oxygen, right? So that's why it has such an effective healing rate because of that, because it's very, very concentrated. Now, last but not least, for today's set of fun facts, I want to talk to you about hydrosols. Hydrosols are a less concentrated version of an essential oil. However, they still have plenty of the same healing properties and benefits because it is kind of like a mixture between the essential oil and the plant of the water. So it's a more like toned down version as well as the scent, and so its benefits are milder. Now, another thing is that there's also extracts. When you read the word extract on a label, what that means is that's like a way less concentrated version, right? And it's mostly used for flavoring. So you'll mostly see those extracts for like anything that's related to cooking, for baking. For example, I'm sure most of you know about cinnamon extract, right? Which is used for cakes and recipes. It's because it's a very mild version. It does not have the healing properties necessarily, and it's more like to give it that taste. So those are what those are. So hydrosols and extracts. And then, you know, with the essential oils, it's kind of like the other way around. It's like less is more, right? So with one drop of essential oil has like the capacity to outweigh like about 28 of the same herbal counterpart. That means that one essential oil drop is equal to 28 cups of peppermint tea, for example. So think about that. And I will see you next time for more fun facts. And please subscribe to our channel and follow us on social media to learn more about the amazing benefits of essential oils.